Hi everyone. I thought I'd say hello to the world now that we're all in our own spaces doing our own thing. For a lot of kids, they would be going back to coming back from spring break, going to class today, and I think some of them are disappointed and some might be excited. But I realized as a teacher, it's really hard not to go back and be with the kids that you've been with all year. So I thought I'd come to you via video instead and show you a little bit about what we've been up to during this really strange time. So the first thing we did was, and the first thing I usually do when I am not in the classroom, is get busy in the garden. So Amalia and Levi actually helped me build this amazing little green space to plant our veggies. And I happen to have a couple of these wire racks in the house that I wasn't using for anything. So I made a little table and put them on there. I'm gonna get some more seedlings started pretty quickly. I got some grow mix. I usually make my own seed mix with peat moss and soil mix. This one has a bit of aggregate in it. So someone recommended that to me. Right now I thought it was quinoa, but I think it's amaranth. And I also have some spinach and peas, lupin, Roma tomatoes, and a type of Brazilian wheat that I got at a CD Saturday last year. So in giving that another go, I collected some of that last year. I love to grow wheat because it's so neat to see how it comes up and it adds beauty to the garden. I don't necessarily harvest it. You'd have to grow quite a bit to actually get anything out of it. So here's the rest of the garden. Right now I'm digging out this bed here to fill those beds up top, and I don't always swap soil over, but this is really deep, I noticed. So what I'd rather do is take the dirt out of here and put it into the garden beds up top, and then maybe put something a little more sandy down below, which I'll show you. I just got a nice load of dirt delivered. The other thing I love doing at this time of year, it's so nice and warm in here, is I redo my tomato beds because you don't really want to use the soil over and over and over. So I dig everything out and then I put in some type of compost, and I happen to have some chicken compost left over from my chickens last year. I also have bunny compost, which is amazing, so I've been using that as well. So then I top it up. I take the soil out of half the bed and put in the compost, cover it, and then do the same, and then bring soil in from somewhere else. So hopefully that way you can avoid having pests and things like that. So my kids also help me with this. They love being out in the garden. We'll get our tomatoes, cucumbers, peas. I'm going to start the peas in the greenhouse. They like it there first until it warms up a bit. What else have we got going? We also have some blueberries and some garlic that overwintered. And then I put in some lettuce. So I've got my lettuce rows going here, as long as the bunnies don't escape and eat them. My bunnies never escape. Shh. And then I also moved my raspberries over because before they were in the raised beds, which I'm going to show you. I didn't really like them there. I felt like they were not getting watered enough. So hopefully over there. Now I don't have, it's very shaky, sorry. We are also, so we're building some more raised beds here. And that's only because I have this huge slope. And so I just sort of prop it up and make it even. But the heat capture from the cement is perfect. It's a great place to grow. So what I did was I took that soil that I just showed you from below and put it in here. And look at all these awesome worms. Super wormy soil. And then I put in some peat moss, just regular peat moss, just to fluff it up. You don't have to do that. So I have some radish seeds here, which will be good to get started. But this is the perfect kind of soil for carrots. So I'm going to put some carrots in there. I also have some rhubarb started. And this was my strawberry bed. Again, strawberries kind of like to be moved around a bit, in my opinion, because then then you can amend the soil. They don't have very shallow roots, so I just usually put them in something a bit shallower. I think this was too deep and it's better for something else. Like more lettuce. My rhubarb's coming along lovely. And this is all lemon balm and mint, so it will just do its thing. I put it up here because you don't really want mint and lemon balm in your garden. And I also have a fig tree. And this is our spring garden. It's got a lot of spring bulbs in it, but it's also got edible flowers. Lilies and violas and oh gosh, I can't even think of them all right now. Delphiniums. So we have lots going on here. And then my herb garden, I have sage, rosemary, this is lemongrass, sage, rosemary, lemongrass, oregano. There is some lemon balm up here. I keep pulling it out, but you know how it goes. Thyme and cilantro. All those things are in here, and chives. So that's a really nice herb garden. And then we have my newest project. Oh, besides all the other ones that you can see behind me. I just built these stairs and got some soil delivered. So this is just going to be a perennials bed with irises, but I'm hoping to make a mixed garden here. So I got the soil delivered, and it's just actually lawn soil because I am going to have a nice lawn, so I can graze my bunnies. I don't know. Everyone needs a lovely lawn, I guess. And I'm going to mix in some native plants in here with some perennials and edibles and herbs. Already I have some Oregon grapes that I saved from someone was building a house, and I went in and took those. And I've got some oregano here coming up and lavender. I also saved these. I think they're African violets. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're beautiful purple. So those will come in. And then the last garden is going to be here, and this is going to be like a woodlands fern garden. And so those are all my projects, just one or two. And I always tell people there's a direct correlation between how many gardens projects I have and how much chaos is going on in my life. So I feel like when life throws you a virus, make some gardens. Anyway, I'm going to post some more lessons. If you have any lessons that you're looking for to do with your kids, reading or math or science or anything, let me know, and I'll start to do some of those with you as well. And then we'll keep busy through this. I hope you're all well. Bye.